Here's one thing I found super surprising when I was teaching a bunch of teachers about executive functioning. And if you're new here, I'm Dr. Lethko. I'm your guide to executive functioning and turning brain hacks into real world success. So I was doing this K through 8th teaching, and I was talking about what is executive functioning, how does this show up in the classroom, all that good stuff. And when we were all together as a group, it was amazing. Everybody was on board, they were super excited, ready to get into some strategies. But then I had them break into the younger teachers of the teachers up to 5th grade and then the older teachers of like the middle school students. What I found really interesting was that when I was working with the elementary school teachers, they were all about ways to teach strategies to support neurodivergent students and ready to support them in whatever way possible. When it came time to teach the middle school teachers, what was really interesting was that the teachers started to blame the students more so rather than thinking it was a skill that they needed to learn. Believe it or not, in my research preparing for this talk, I had a quote directly from some of the top researchers of executive functioning saying that somewhere around 4th or 5th grade, people tend to blame executive functioning differences on effort rather than on skill. And as you can imagine, that is super harmful for the students' learning, and that is when a lot of students start to blame themselves, develop low self-esteem, self-doubt, internalize all that's happening and all that negative feedback they're getting, and they start to develop things like anxiety, depression, and other mood disorders. And of course, it doesn't stop there. That goes on for the rest of their life. So, what is it about executive functioning and really skill sets in general that suddenly in 5th grade we're expected to know things and be able to do things simply based on effort rather than having the assumption that we need to be taught a skill? If you found this interesting and you'd like to learn more about executive functioning and other brain hacks that could be helpful for you, please follow for more.